What is up, everybody? Welcome in. Another episode of WrestleSense, our live wrestling report for the week. We already got people piling in. We got Wally in the house. Good to see you. Crushing Kelly's in the building. Atticus is here. Mythic Legends in the house. Aaron's in the building. MSW. Jesse Jackhammer. Azure Black. Good to see everybody. Welcome. We're going to talk a little bit about the Elimination Chamber and Dynamite. After that, we're going to you guys in the chat that are in LTD know how I do the roulette. So we're going to play roulette later on and give away this WrestleSense t-shirt right here behind me. So I want to reward you guys for showing up every week. We'll be spinning that roulette wheel. It'll be first number. So if you see that number already on there, put another one on there. So after our first segment, we'll spin the wheel. And then we got a little game show for the boys down here. They're going to, I'm going to put them to the test again. We'll see how they react as we always do here. There is Lady Devil. Good to see you. So let's bring him on. Let's bring Ray on first.
What's up, people?
How's it going, man? You feeling better this week?
It was 70-some degrees in Uniontown, PA today. So we took the Harleys out. I rode all day, and I am struggling to stay awake right now.
Oh, that's better than being sick.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to feel better. I only had about 2 coughing fits today, but I am in the recliner right now. And literally
fall asleep during the show.
Yeah, literally about 2 minutes ago, my alarm went off to my get the fuck on the podcast alarm.
So let's just go ahead and bring on the doc. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Sleepyhead. Hope you had a good time riding. You know, it was good times.
It was so nice outside. I went out and cleaned some leaves and bullshit like that. So
I was stuck in the
I got summer fever. I hope that groundhog was wrong.
I hope the groundhog was wrong too. That trifling raggedy bitch.
Okay. Speaking of fucking a groundhog, CJ, how's it going?
Oh, wow.
I'm not the one talking about riding like Doc was. I'm just saying. Here's a surprise. This is a little bit different than normal. I'm fucking tired.
Oh.
Who would have thunk it?
Well, then let's get right friggin' to it and talk about wrestling. Okay, first and foremost, in the digital world of leaning towards
I already know what happened. This
So
is
you-
all
you must-
fucking bullshit.
CJ was the first one eliminated, within like a minute,
That's how you know
Damn.
this is fucking bullshit.
and then Doc hit a couple pop-up power bombs on Ray and got the win. So Doc,
What? Wait, what?
Because I mean, that's entirely realistic.
pop-up power
Yeah.
bomb is your finisher, and
What
you
the
hit one on Ray and you got the win.
Time
I
out.
mean,
Time out.
You're a superior wrestler in the digital world, Doc. What can I say?
This is horse shit.
See, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying. Like,
I
I
agree.
mean, I agree too. It's the fact where I even won it. I'm disagreeing with this. It's the simple fact is no.
Do you want
should
to
have.
you want a rematch? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying put my
I want a
rating
rematch
lower
against
and
Doc in a
let
first
it-
blood match.
oh Jesus Christ.
I was just gonna say, let's make it first blood. CJ, you want? Is this gonna be a triple threat elimination? First blood?
no, because I'll be out first. So
That's why. That's exactly why you are in it. So congratulations.
So up wheels.
We'll see how that goes. Wheels is in the house. Good to see
What's
everybody.
up, Devil?
Let's get to the real wrestling.
Azrael.
And Doc, you must have had like a little good luck charm floating over you because you got 6 out of the 9 matches right. You're the solo champion now.
Damn.
You're the only one that picked Eddie Kingston over Jay White. We're not going to talk about the New Japan show, but we all picked Mercedes. We all picked Okada. They both won. And
I
Ray,
want to know the ray of sunshine shooting out of Doc's ass last week, apparently.
yeah,
so all of us had 5 right. Doc
I
had
can't
6.
believe y'all said like Jay White. That was inevitable. That was inevitable.
not necessarily.
When
I
they made it Loser Lee's New Japan
Yes.
Wrestling, then I knew.
I think
Kingston
they
was
didn't
winning.
do that until after we had already picked.
Yeah,
it.
it's true.
If I
That's true.
remember
So
correctly.
we'll take that into consideration. So let's look
Yeah,
at the
you
matches.
should. So we all fucking win.
Yeah,
No, you
except for
didn't.
you.
No,
CJ,
because he'd
you're
still
a
have
loser.
8 and we'd only have 5, so it
True.
wouldn't matter.
Yeah, he still sucks at life.
CJ, what do you think about Bobby and Brock? At
I knew there wasn't gonna be an actual finish. I'm actually I'm good with this. As long
Okay.
as it's a fight pit at WrestleMania.
It's not. And
I was
that's
the only one
problem.
that
I
was the
know
only
it's
one that
supposed
picked.
to be Brock and Omos or something, I think maybe.
No, they're fighting next week on
Completely
Raw.
stupid. Is it?
The signing contract next week.
No, they're signing a contract. It's going to
I
be
heard-
Lashley and Bray.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Omos and
Brock.
Lesnar,
Yeah, which is
which
So
I think
so
is stupid as hell.
It's very stupid.
Did you hear, Doc, give me your thoughts on this match? After the match, they're saying Brock went off the script again and attacked the ref. That wasn't
No,
in.
he didn't.
They're
He
saying
was
that wasn't
supposed
part
to
of
do
it.
that.
Yeah, that was part of the.
Yeah.
I liked it. I mean, I thought it was
Saying
cool.
whatever.
The desperation of getting out of the hammerlock. It just shows that Brock is, he's getting older. He has to come up with different ways, and kicking Bobby in the nuts was the only thing to do.
Sorry, I don't like that. How are we doing?
I would have done it differently. I would have had him snatch the ref up, throw the ref or something like that, and get disqualified that way.
Yeah.
Or my original thought of them just beating the shit out of each other, and the ref couldn't separate them or whatever.
Double DQ or something.
Yeah, like,
contest.
I don't get the point in making Brock look weak by having to go to the low blow. I don't think you needed that for Lashley to be credible.
No.
They're trying to get the Hurt Lock over? Is that why?
I mean, I guess they're trying to rebuild that again. The only thing I could think is maybe, maybe they're building like the Hurt Business, back to the Hurt Business by having Omos take him out or something like that, or having MVP saying he's trying to prove that the Hurt Business is behind Lashley or whatever. I don't really, like I said, I don't really get it. It's not the match I would want to see. Like, if you're not going to have Lashley and Lesnar, which has been building for months, then
Right.
give me Lashley and Gunther.
Yeah.
Give me the match we want to see. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, now they're having like a battle royal or something. The winner fights Gunther. I think
yeah,
that's
nobody
Drew,
wants to see Omos and
Drew and Sheamus are going to win at the same time or something. It'll be a triple threat. That's the rumor is a triple threat. Doc, what do you think about this match? Do you want to see Omos and Lesnar? I have a very strange take on this. After I've been thinking
no.
No? That's pretty much the consensus. What about you, CJ? Do you want to see this match?
Fuck no.
So-
Times 2.
So I'm trying to make sense of it and make a reason why they're doing this match. And the only thing I could think of is it's just the spectacle of he'll throw Omos around and get him in an F5. That's all I
Yeah.
can think of.
I'd
Like
rather
Andre
see
the
Hugh
Giant
Jackman wrestle again.
Slam. What's that?
Yep.
I'd rather see Hugh Jackman wrestle again.
But what storyline? I mean, there's no advancement of the storyline. Like,
No,
there's no unless, like I said, unless it becomes a schmoz where the entire Hurt Business reunites. Like, let's have Lashley and Omos on night 2. And let's have the entire Hurt Business reunite and them all jump Lesnar and whoop Lesnar's ass and put him through tables. You're going to do that, building Lesnar as the baby face, but that's not something I want to see on WrestleMania. Like, do that on Raw 2 weeks before.
This match is like I don't know.
Maybe they'll change. I'm with you guys. Trust me. I was just trying to play the other side of the coin and make some sense of why they have this. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, you know that I fancy myself a pretty decent wrestling mind and a booker, but I was like, what the fuck? Like, I can't even find a reason to write this.
Stupid.
They can't find anything else for Omos? I don't know.
Then leave him off.
Yeah,
this is Blaze McCoy and his fucking roulette wheel of low budget.
Yeah, baby. I mean, the roulette wheel's coming.
Yeah.
I don't got the regular wheel, but I did pick Bobby to win by DQ in that match. That was my only win after I screwed everything else up. CJ, this match here, any thoughts?
It was good. It was good. I liked Beth and Rhea doing the double power bomb spot. Obviously Rhea couldn't take the pin. So, I mean, it was good. I'm over it now, but it was good.
The only bad on this match was Beth. I mean, she botched a little bit, and it's just timing. I mean, we all know how hard it is to get in the ring, later, not even from personal experience, just watching, people have ring rust, and obviously Beth isn't a, normal.
Closed it. I like the fact they closed a chapter between Beth and Rhea. They like Rhea, propel Rhea into going on after.
I don't know that it is closed though.
I think it is.
It at least gets her to go do something else. Do you guys think we're going to get Brood Edge versus Demon Balor in Hell in a Cell at Mania?
Christ, please let it happen.
I mean, I'd be more okay with that than Brock and Omos.
Yeah. Everything I've heard or read it's going to be Edge and Finn at Mania, Hell in a Cell. And I mean, I guess, what else? This has been the only ongoing feud forever.
Have they had a Hell in a Cell at Mania before?
If we're going to get it, then it should be the Demon Finn.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Has there been a Cell at Mania? I was trying to think. I don't know if
I don't think. Not at Mania, I don't think.
I
just think the entrances could be amazing. Like the Edge with the fire, the Demon entrance with that new theme. Why not make it more evil, Demon?
Exactly, Doc. That's where I'm at. What if they drop the ball on this? It's right in front of their face. Have both of their evil personas inside of a cell. I'm down for it. We'll see.
Still waiting. Well, I mean,
you'll see the way this is going here soon. Because I mean, obviously, we had this set up with Finn, attacking him and costing him the U.S. title. So, Edge is going to have to come cut a retaliatory promo. I've seen something kind of interesting though, that apparently in Edge's contract, he stipulated that he does not want a title put on him in this run at all since he came back.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I was going to say that.
Contract because you know how the business can be and things turn, but he just said he wanted to help get younger people over. And I mean, honestly,
that's how it's done.
The Judgment Day thing has worked. I mean, they're obviously at a better place now than they were. But I mean, you want to make Finn seem like a huge deal. A main event Hell in the Cell match at Mania is pretty fucking awesome.
Didn't Ed say it's going to be his last year or something?
He initially said, if you watch the press conference after Elimination Chamber, somebody asked him that question, and he had initially said that he wanted to retire in Canada, and everybody was speculating that this might have been it or, it was coming up. And he kind of walked that back a little bit on the press conference where he said, like, he's having a great time. His body's held up better than he thought. And he does want to retire in Canada, but there's no timetable for retirement right now.
We'll see how it goes. Hopefully get that.
I also thought it was a cool kickback, the fact that not only did they do the Shatter Machine, and we know Edge is super close to FTR, but also they called it the Shatter Machine. They didn't steer away from it. They didn't call it a 3D. They didn't call it, anything else. I mean, the Usos do the move too, and they don't call it the Shatter Machine.
Yeah, there's probably a reason behind that.
All three of you guys had this one right. Y'all had Theory retaining. I think I'm going to pick Seth or somebody. But in hindsight now, I would have put the belt on Montez and shot him right to the top. He's that good, in my opinion.
No, he
shocked the world. Give him the title right now.
Skin the cat up the top. Boom, bam. I loved it.
I don't disagree, but I think he's only going to keep getting brighter and brighter of a star. So.
Is this one of the best chambers that's ever been? Because a lot of people are saying everyone had a good spot and everyone looked good after it. I mean, is this one of the best chambers
It was
ever?
a damn good match. I mean, I don't know. If
it was the match
ever.
It was the match of the night, in my
I
opinion.
mean, they all put their bodies on the line. They did stuff. I mean, Gargano that hook Harana off the pod. It about broke his face, but
Gargano was the MVP, dude.
Yeah, he was unreal. I mean, I had a great time with it. I loved how they made Bronson Reed the first eliminated. They kind of twisted that, which the double team effort, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
I dug it.
Triple team. He had to have that triple super kick.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
made him
right.
look like a monster, which is great.
Yeah, I thought everybody got over in this matchup, win or lose. So.
Yep, that's the impressive thing about this one. I can't remember too many.
And Montez selling the shit
yes,
out of that curb stomp when everybody was like, "Oh my God, is he really hurt? Did
well,
Seth
they had to do that for Logan Paul.
Yeah, they had to get Logan in there, but like,
True.
my God, it just took so much and diverted so much attention towards him. You didn't see what was getting made. I loved how they did it.
it was a great chamber, man. I don't really have any complaints except
Bodie
in
actually
hindsight.
hates Logan Paul even more now after this match.
Yeah,
I love
well.
I love his reaction was the best because he was
The only
like,
thing I didn't like about it is there was a nice pause with Seth just like looking at him, standing there like, is he going to do the buckshot lariat? Yes. And he still
Logan's
jumped right
timing
into it.
was a little bit off.
Yeah, it's a little off, but I'm not complaining. It was a great chamber match, start to finish.
Yeah.
And for that it to be his only one little mistake with timing since he started,
He's green.
really
He's
complain,
fucking
yeah.
green. It's
Asuka,
still
we
better
all-
than 99% of the people.
me and CJ picked Asuka in this one, and we got that right. So it's
Liv
I
was
just hope they
the,
want- I
Liv
want
was
her to
the
be-
fucking star out of this, though.
I want her to be eviler, like mean. Like, how do they make Asuka to be this eviler person to face Bianca? Do you think?
he's a lot more evil than she has been.
True.
Think about it.
A little bit, not a lot. I want a lot.
He really.
All she's doing is spitting blue shit in her mouth. That's it.
Yeah.
Just get ready. I don't think this ride's over yet. I think it's a slow burns. You know what I mean? I think it's building up for an evil Asuka, but you just gotta see where it's
But
taking.
the only thing that's really different is the face paint.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Literally, it's the same presentation of Asuka we've had, minus that she might be being a slight more vicious
Yeah.
and face paint change. But like,
She's always
if you're
that
gonna
good.
do the change, now's the time. Okay, we know she's the challenger. She had that laughing spot in the ring with Bianca. Literally Monday night,
Yeah.
needs to beat the shit out of Bianca.
Yeah, I love Bianca, but I want to see her get an
Attack her in the
ass
back.
handed to her.
Yeah, she needs
It's
to
happening.
attack her in the back, and she needs to, not in matches, not like this normal play like we've had. Like, she should be terrorizing her life for the next 45 days or whatever.
But there's not much that Asuka has not done if you think about it now.
I just don't think it's over yet with Asuka. I think you're still
She's-
going to get more of a story.
She's won a War Games, a Chamber, a Rumble, and Money in the Bank.
Asuka should be interfering in Montez Ford's matches and spitting mist in his face.
Yeah.
Like, she
Ooh, I like that.
should be fucking with Bianca Belair's entire life. Like, that's the kind of deranged shit that we should be seeing from her right now.
She was
One,
the sole
to make her-
survivor at Survivor Series, too.
One, to make her interesting, and two, to make it a credible threat for Bianca, and to get some interest in it. Because right now, I'm just being 100% honest. I'm not interested in that match. I'm just not.
What
They're
about a
both-
heel
I
manager
agree.
with her? What if she had a heel manager to help her get over more as a
Bring back Sonny Ono.
There you go.
As long as it's not fucking Fuji.
Fuji. Doesn't Fuji have some kids or something that can come and
She should
know,
carry
help us
Aaron
out
and could be
here.
the corpse
No,
of
he just gets left off of stupid Marx's manager list. Go on.
main event? And I'll tell you right now, I would have put the
Oh,
damn
it's for
belt
you,
on
Monster.
Sammy. Drop the bomb. Put the belt on Sammy. There will be no better time
I would.
to
Oh.
put that belt on him that night. Still a great match. Don't get me
Best storytelling that anyone's probably seen in a while, match wise, and the finish. I'm sorry, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but it fell very, very, very flat for me.
wrong. Hot crowd. How many
See,
times have we talked about that?
I liked it. I like the fact that they took the wind out of Canada, man. They literally just was like, and that place was silent.
Yeah.
But it was
And the
That's
fact
not
that
what
Roman
you
was
want,
looking
though.
at, I know you want the pop, you want that big
there.
eruption, but my God, the fact that he kept looking at his wife, saying, "You see, like that in mental health world we call it
They
gaslighting."
cut the her too much, I think.
I don't know. I
it
just
was a lot of her.
I don't. I kind of disagree with you, CJ. Like, I agree with Doc here. I
That's
thought
fine.
it was great. I thought it was great storytelling.
It was.
Roman's verbal in the ring and the way he was playing off the family.
Oh, it was great.
The way is, I wanted you to be part of my family.
Mhm.
I wanted you to be part. Like that was fantastic. The crowd ate that shit up. The pop and stuff. I mean, the crowd was so into it.
Falsies were good.
Yeah, there was a couple great falsies.
Real good.
To me, I do agree with you. I think they dropped the boat. I think they should have only had it be for one title. I think they should have,
Agree with you there.
Hold that thought. If you're going to talk about double titles, hold that thought because I have a surprise coming.
And I actually wouldn't have. I would have advertised it as that, as not as being as one title, and I would have had Paul Heyman after the match, like have a contract and shit like that, and like kind of spoil the pop.
Down with that.
And then you have. Think about this. Think about if Kevin Owens and Zayn don't reconcile. What if at the end of that night, while that pop's going on, Owens' music hit and he comes out and stuns Sammy, and we get Sammy and Kevin for one of the titles night one, and we get Cody and Roman night two. Tell me that wouldn't be a better Mania.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I don't
hold
know.
that
Just
thought.
the
Though.
finish
I
was
wanna see them fight you.
anticlimactic.
I want to see them fight the Usos. I want to see a promo where it's Sammy, Kevin, and Cody. Cody calls them both to the ring. Says, you two got to work this shit out. Let's all destroy the bloodline. Let's all make it a WrestleMania to remember. I'll go after Roman. You guys go after Usos. You guys could do it. You know you can. Get that little Cody Rhodes pep talk going, and then boom. Just let it melt. Let them burn it all down in 2 days in Los Angeles.
That's
just not my thought.
I
like
it. Sammy winning.
You're booking a 2-day WrestleMania in a 100,000-seat venue.
Yeah.
I need marquee matches, man. I need storytelling, and what's a better story than that? So that whole bloodline feud pays off in a tag match. Okay, fine, I guess.
Yeah,
How much better would that be that the best friends? The whole reason Sammy could have been cutting promos on Kevin, that the whole reason I turned my back on the bloodline was because of what they were doing to you. And Kevin says, I don't give a shit. I want the title.
Kind of writes itself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it is what it is.
We'll see.
I'm not shitting on it just yet.
No, God, no.
No, it's still the best story in wrestling.
Yeah, I just think there's so much missed opportunity, and I think they kind of are just tunnel vision. Like this is the plan. We're not deviating from the plan. But no matter what happens.
Here's the thing you got to look at, too. I want to bring you back a couple years. Do you remember when Shawn Michaels and Triple H, they had that big feud when he came back? Triple H tried to end his career again. Then they went off in their own special manner, did their own little things. And then next thing you know, they're in the ring. Triple H, kind of same scenario. Shawn Michaels like, fuck you, I have nothing to do with you. And then next thing you know, Triple H has his back once or twice, but still walks away. And then they get in the ring, nose to nose. They start doing like this, and they just turn around, start punching, and everybody goes nuts. That's how I think they're trying to set up.
All the time. We've seen it with Randy Savage and Hogan. We saw Warrior and Hogan. I mean, this is it's not a bad storyline. I don't disagree with you. I just think you had an opportunity to do something special.
Yeah, surprise us.
Sami Zayn being this over is equivalent to WrestleMania.
I honestly think it's better than WrestleMania.
I think it is,
but that's what I'm saying. They didn't want Bryan to be champion there. They didn't want to deviate from the plan. They had, the Bautista, thing going on. But think of the moment that created for us. That WrestleMania for wrestling fans is going to go. I mean, that's a history moment that they're going to show 20 years from now.
Moments.
And they had that opportunity sitting right in front of them. Not only with the Elimination Chamber moment and the pop that they would have gotten if they would have strapped him, but also how over he is in front of 100,000 people, because it's not just that Sammy's only over in Canada. The last 3 months, everywhere. Arena they've been in, he's over like Rover. So why? It's the thing I hate about WWE and wrestling in general is like, yeah, there's plans. I get it. I've done it. I have
cards subject to change,
but shit changes, man, and you can't. Why fight the crowd? I'm not saying you always give them exactly what they want.
Yeah.
But when that fucking over, how do you not?
I think you're right, Ray. They had planned Roman and Cody for months and months, if not a year. So they're not going to deviate from that.
I mean, look here. I'll give you an example. Just a real short little example here. When Sterling James Keenan, who is now Corey Graves, was hired at RWA, he had one thing that he said: I will not let X person beat me. And I'm not going to call out the person, but you guys know who it is. Okay. I don't want this person to beat me. Yet, in the 6 months that Sterling was champion, that Corey Graves was champion, this guy got over. He was always over, but he got over. To the point where we couldn't.
Still studying, he's a prodigy.
Because we couldn't ignore it. And, like, I had to go to Corey as the booker and be like, dude, you hear it. Like, how can we fight it? Like, it's going to be the biggest moment. And then when you win it back off of him and fuck him over, you're going to be the biggest heel moment. And even him, you know, he knows the business. He was like, you're right. I mean, I know I said it, but I'm cool with it.
But is it going to be anticlimactic to have what we expect
with this, man?
Like, if we have Owens and Sammy beat the Usos, we have Cody beat Roman. Right now, that's kind of what it's expected. To me, I'm still okay with that.
See, with that being expected, I would do something totally different.
Yeah, I want something different.
That's the thing I'm saying, though. Like, you could have had Cody's over right now. I'm not knocking Cody, and I'm not saying it's not going to be a great moment.
Sammy's more over than Cody.
Sammy,
the fans,
he's more over than anybody right
Cody
now.
too. Like, they're not. Surprisingly, they haven't turned on Cody. They're not shitting on him. So him beating Roman for the other belt would have still been a great moment and a great pop. Mm-hmm. Him beating him for the WWE Heavyweight Championship, which is the belt with the lineage.
Yes.
You know, but I would have had Sammy win the Universal title. And then whether it was main event Jey Uso and you don't do the tag thing on night 1, you do it on night 2, or whether it's, like I said, Kevin and Sammy getting that moment. Think about another moment, which is fucking tarnished and it sucks. But go back to WrestleMania when Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit both won the world title, and the feel-good moment and the fucking fireworks and all that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Could have had a moment similar to that where two best friends are fighting now for the title in the main event of WrestleMania in front of 100,000 people with all that storytelling behind it. As much as I want to see Sammy and Kevin back together and do the tag team thing, that's awesome, but those two have the best matches.
Yeah.
If they would have had a 40-minute main event match in WrestleMania where one of them wins the title and then they hug and make up at the end of the match after one of them beats the other one.
All good.
Dude.
Well,
and go back and look at their Ring of Honor feud when it was El Generico and Kevin Steen.
I would have done it and put it on Sammy, but you know, we'll see how it goes. The Elimination Chamber, good show. I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it. It wasn't that long. Let's talk about last night a little bit. All around, I thought it was a good show. I'm always, people, you know, can bitch about whatever, but is there anything you guys stuck out last night? I mean,
Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was great.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was the first time we've seen the progression of the character of Orange Cassidy, but the promo he cut
is perfect
on Wheeler was great.
Perfect.
And I like that they keep opening up a little more and a little more and a little more of that character. And they've done it as a slow burn, which is awesome. Like, he didn't just snap one day and now he cuts promos on people. He still does the gimmick, but you can tell whenever it needs to be elevated a little bit, they're doing it.
Just the line about him saying, I wasn't supposed to be your mentor. I was supposed to be your best friend was like fucking.
And then
the other three takeaways I have from the show, the MJF promo about his fiance was fucking phenomenal. And
every week he
Brian's
keeps him producing.
Kids. Yeah, it was great. And I love the pull apart. Like, they really looked like they were trying to kill each other. That, honestly, that was the first segment between them that really made me want to see this match. Not that I wasn't, you know, as a wrestling fan, I knew it would be good because Brian's a hell of a worker and MJF's great on the mic. But that was the first one that really created drama for me, is this storyline. Because the rest of I'm paying this person to hurt you and you got to jump through this hoop and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
MJF making it personal with his kids and stuff like that, I thought was phenomenal. The tag team match or battle royal thing.
I was hoping for the Luchas. I
thought it was going to be best friends, and I would have been okay with best friends.
It's a good time to push the best friends. They were right at the end.
but yeah, of course we have JAFFE double suck it. And I we don't need to see that again.
They add a great element to that four-way, I guess.
Had a great fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so too.
What about you,
Although he
Doc,
needs
with
to
the
put the shirt
tag thing,
back
the
on.
tag team stuff? What do you think about the tag tournament and the result, Doc?
Yes, you know who I was really pushing for is Butcher and a Blade. I
love them too.
They look good.
I
too.
think they're awesome. I think a Blade is just, he's always had a great look. But I love how Butcher has put so much time into himself. You know, Andy Williams, former guitarist of Every Time I Die. Amazing conversationalist. I got to talk to him a lot about an old club called Club Laga. They used to play in Pittsburgh. He's such a great dude. I honestly was pulling for
Wrestled.
Yeah, 3 flights of stairs just to get to the venue.
The worst getting the ring in there. Trust me.
Butcher and the Blade I was pulling for, and I was also pulling for the Lucha Brothers because any match they are in, they can turn to gold. So now we got this casino battle royal.
FTR, sign them.
I'm wondering, is it FTR? Is it
Dax did come out on his podcast and say that he would like to return.
Yeah.
Yes, make it FTR.
I guess we'll see what happens.
That four-way, man.
I really like the Christian Cage promo. The simple fact is Jungle Boy wants that revenge, and just you got this young, fiery. He could just wrestle circles around Christian Cage for the age difference and everything like that. However, Christian Cage showing that he still has a little bit more knowledge up there than Jungle Boy, especially with the little sneak of the chair shot.
That's where I'm going to disagree with you.
I loved it.
I think
of course you always disagree.
Still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see a dark side of Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and I'm going to love every minute of it.
But I thought AEW didn't have stories.
You see that? But didn't you see that with the whole hesitant? That's why I thought showed that Cage got a little bit more knowledge, and that's what I'm saying. That veteranship over Jungle Boy. Just the simple fact. I'm not saying anything bad about Cage's ability to wrestle. What I'm trying to say is just that little psyche he still has over Jungle Boy. That's what I liked about Jungle Boy. Still has that like, hey, maybe this is wrong. I shouldn't concerto this guy. I should just. And Christian Cage jumped on him. Yeah, I thought it was great.
But I think you're going to see the concerto.
Yeah, you are eventually, but it's building it.
You brought something up. You brought something up just there, Blaze. About the whole storytelling thing, which we went off on a tangent on that last week.
Yeah.
One of the things, though, that I realized, like, after we kind of talked about it, I was thinking about it a little more, and then, like, watching the show last night. Here's the fundamental problem, I think, between AEW and WWE. WWE will make fantastic, crazy video packages, and they will shove them down your throat for the storytelling. Because they have to fill 5 hours of main TV, 2 hours of NXT, all this other stuff.
We're conditioned.
Whereas AEW is packing all of their storytelling really into 2 hours because they try to fit even like recaps and everything into Dynamite, even with what happened on Rampage because Rampage isn't viewed so well.
Yeah.
But that's the problem, though, is they're not spoon feeding the story. So where we all as wrestling fans see all the storytelling and see the development and see everything, the casual fan isn't getting that spoon fed that WWE gives them, where we're going to recap it 36 times for you.
Very true.
We're going to show you the straight produced video thing over and over again.
It's a different way of presenting it. So, Ray, let me piggyback off of that and talk a little bit more about story. We got the big announcement last night, and it was that All Access is a show coming to give us more background on the wrestlers, what they do behind the scenes. Call it a reality show if you want, but that's story to me. It's going to tell us more about the characters. Ray?
One, it's a replacement for Roads to the Top because they had greenlit Roads to the Top for another season, and obviously now they can't do that.
Yeah.
2, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I have always said, I actually think that's what they should do with Raw. I don't think Raw should be 3 hours. I think they should take the first hour of it and it should be some kind of behind the scenes show.
Yeah.
Like every time they've produced those behind the scenes, like when they produced the behind the scenes special for NXT, and that's where like Corey Graves was introduced and Carmella was introduced and like a lot of, and you got to see some other stuff, not just the in-ring stuff. Like, I think that's fucking awesome. Like, think about this. The whole Divas Revolution was fucking because of Total Divas.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say, it was because of Total Divas.
Yeah.
And it's also why those women got over so much because they weren't the best workers in the company with the exception of Natalya. But like that's why they go for so much, is because you got personally invested in them. And now we get personally invested in wrestlers because we see them every week and they have these video packages that I'm talking about. We don't have that with AEW. So I think this is a great opportunity for them to tell more stories, introduce the wrestlers, see the things. And I just hope that it's something like, I hope that they take like 2 or 3 wrestlers a week and do like little packages on them and things like that, so you get to know them a little bit better and see a little bit more, and etc. And maybe like, you know, I think like having a revolving thing of that could be really freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really talk about this too much, but I'm noticing, you know, we got 16 people hanging out, and I don't really preach on this a lot. We only got 5 thumbs up. Come on, guys, help us out. Hit those thumbs up. It really helps the show. It really helps, you know, get more people and get YouTube to put us out more. So please hit those thumbs up for us.
Here's my question.
Good, Doc.
I was excited about this. Don't get me wrong. As soon as I heard, I was like, "That's cool," and I'm really excited about Adam Cole. I'm happy for him. You know, he long road back. However, when is the fucking video game coming out?
It's been delayed. It's probably not to the end of the year. It's called Wait Forever now. We know
I
that.
do. I care, CJ. I care.
So
they got their rating now. Apparently, there was so much fucking blood in the first iteration of it that they couldn't.
You got 40 different weapons, so when it does come out, Doc, we will cover it thoroughly and we'll discuss it. So, one of my favorite.
I think they should release the mature edition and call it the Moxley edition.
Oh, geez.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's perfect.
One of my favorite parts of last night was
who
else can get over with a pen click.
Yo, how is Peter Avalon not dead? Judas effect with that spike, and I was like, oh my god.
I'm glad you brought that up too, because I love the jacket. Jericho can't do anything wrong. He threw me little.
That's exactly what I thought about when he come out. Right there,
Beetlejuice.
I was waiting for him to fall down the ring.
Motto.
Jericho is the man. He's a wizard. He can do whatever he wants. Come on. And guess what else happened last night? Johnny Moxley bled.
No.
Yeah, he had blood on him.
He fucking busted an artery in Evil Uno. Evil Uno was like squirting blood like a fucking
he sure
balloon.
fucking was.
He looked like something out of Mortal Kombat. Speaking of that, Mortal Kombat 12 greenlit today. Excited.
All right, so now since I told you guys to hit the thumbs up, we got up to 10, and we got 15 in the house. What I want to do now is give away a T-shirt. Right behind me, I have a WrestleSense T-shirt, just like I'm wearing. I'll pay the shipping. I'll send it to you. So just like we do during the shows, Wrestling Roulette, everybody put one number in the chat, 0 through 36. Now, only one winner, so if you see the number already put another number on there. We'll load up the wheel, we'll spin it, and we're going to give away a T-shirt right here. So here's our high-tech casino. It's better than the chintzy wheel that we have. Are you happy with the roulette wheel, Ray? Is it good enough for you?
The production value that we somehow pull out is just amazing to me.
It's
free websites, baby. Free websites.
It's amazing.
It's like ColecoVision. On track.
Yeah.
We got 14.
I feel like I'm playing, I don't know.
23, 15, 31. I'm just going to throw a bunch of money everywhere and spin it. So get your numbers in, everybody. We're going to give a T-shirt away. And then we're going to do a little bit of a game show with these guys. I'm going to have them do a little fantasy booking. I got one special question. We're going to lead it up with a bunch of slides and have each of these 3 guys give me an answer.
The answer is yes.
Answer is yes.
It is from the side.
CJ has the answer. So.
Damn, Monstar. Jesus.
Let's see what number we get coming up here and see if we have a winner.
18 even.
18.
Bets, please.
Caliber with 17 was close. I think we need
again.
I think we need a legit single winner. Sometimes if it goes too long, I'll be like, if you're one away, you win. So we'll see how long this takes. Thank you, Monstar, for putting up my mom's phone number. Appreciate that. Number 6. Good thing we're not playing for real money.
Somebody have 6 for real.
Nope. No 6.
I'm ready to tell Bodie to pick a number. God.
There was one night I did this and we spun like 30 times. I was telling people, put 2 numbers in there or something, man.
15 old black.
15. No one had. There it is. Jesse Jackhammer with 15.
Oh, shit.
1 minute wrestler, Jesse. Congratulations, man. I'll get a hold of you in DMs.
Yeah, if Blaze doesn't have your size, just let him know and we'll get you one made.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff. So congratulations to Jesse. Well deserved. I'll get a hold of your information. I know you're in Canada, but we'll give you the love. We'll give you the love here. So let's play a little game show before we go. All right. Ooh, the WrestleSense shirt is
Oh
hanging behind me.
yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna we'll talk a little brief conversation about the slideshow. When we get to the final slide, I have one question to ask you guys and get your fantasy booking information. So from all three of you guys, we'll put you to the test. Here's what the subject is. I need a drum roll. Double championships. So I'm just gonna let this play through, and we're gonna show off a bunch of old double champions. So let's go back to the Dudleys. I think that was just 2 different tag titles they held. And a lot of these are tag and 2 other titles. That was Intercontinental and World, right? When okay.
Yeah.
And then Jack Tunney kind of took the Intercontinental away and made it into a tournament.
So this one was U.S. title, and did he have the World title with the U.S. title? I think, or is Intercontinental? I'm not sure.
It was
what
Intercontinental and U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So another double title contender there. So we're talking about people that have held 2 belts simultaneously. The dudes with attitudes. So this was tag titles, and then what Nash had Intercontinental. Is that the old Intercontinental?
Sean's got the Intercontinental.
Yeah, Sean had the that's it. Diesel had the tag, and then Sean had both Intercontinental
Gotcha.
tag.
So and Sean, I think he's in here again. He's had a couple, and let's see the next one. British Bulldog and Owen Hart. Owen Hart was the Intercontinental while they had the tags. Yeah, no, European and tag.
European, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, whatever happened to that title? The old European title.
D'Lo Brown retired it because he's a goat.
Stone Cold tag titles, and I think he held the world title at the same time. 2-man power trip, Intercontinental and tag champs. Sorry, keep forgetting that he was Intercontinental champ. How about the Corporation? Shamrock and Boss Man. I'd have never guessed this one. But
Man had to be hardcore title.
Yeah.
Hardcore and Intercontinental, and then they had the tag titles.
Yeah.
Shite.
That's old. I didn't even remember that one, so I had to throw that one up there. Jericho. How about Chris Jericho just got the patent, the trademark for Jericho? I don't know why. Why would he even use it over there in
Both in
AEW?
AEW, eventually they're going to do something stupid.
But he's not even Big Show.
That or they'll make a shirt and he'll do it on the cruise.
Huh? Good point. Good point. So double titles there, and of course when Jericho beat 2 big famous superstars, as they put it on AEW in the same night. World title, U.S. title, Booker T. He had to give one away, right? He gave one away to Canyon.
Yeah, he did.
And he lost the other one the same night. So he lost both of those the same night.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have Canyon on here. Yeah, there he is. Who's better than Canyon? At least he got some props. He deserved a lot more, in my opinion. One of my favorite,
Agreed.
One of the most underrated wrestlers of all time.
Thank you.
Mortis was the man.
Innovator of
Love
offense.
Mortis.
He did some crazy shit, man, that people still don't do nowadays. Big shout out to Canyon. Brother to Destruction. Tag titles, Intercontinental. It's kind of, a lot of the same types of somebody has the tags, plus they have one other. We'll see a little mix of it here, and then even a little bit into belt collecting. World and ECW, right? He had the WWE and ECW titles for RVD. Wonder if he'll ever come back and do a cameo or something. He's still in great shape. Women, Divas in the NXT title for Paige.
Had to retire that belt.
Yeah. Seth and
Got a little messy.
Seth and Braun Strowman were together. Intercontinental and tag teams. So Seth actually did it twice. He did it with him and I want to say Moxley. Women again, Sasha and Bayley, dual champions.
The Becky 2 belts gimmick was not terrible.
No, it was not.
I'm glad they didn't do that all the time. How about Kurt Angle? European
and Intercontinental.
Yeah. Shout out to the King, Jerry Lawler. Hope he's doing better. I haven't heard any real reports from after
you have 2
that.
titles. He had 2 strokes.
Owen Hart, baby. Oh, jeez, Rick. Jesus.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's facts. We're still dealing with
facts. It is facts.
Let's go outside of WWE. Deonna Purrazzo has held
Big fan of Dion.
titles
She's awesome.
at the same time. So we'll talk about some belt collectors here. James Storm. Lance Storm. So a couple other guys that have held multiple championships at the same time. Austin Aries had a whole shitload of them, it looks like, at one point. And Ospreay and Sabre.
So most of these, like you said, has been like the tag and a single or something like that. I don't have an issue with it when they do the true belt collector gimmick, like Austin was doing, like Kenny Omega did, where they were going cross promotions
Yes.
and collecting titles. But I hate whenever they take. Well, this is just the goat of all of them right there.
Ultimo Dragon, yeah.
But I can't stand whenever they tie up two titles in the same company.
Good.
The same person.
Hold on to that, because that is our one question, and I'm coming full circle back here. Belt collecting again. So here's where we're going to come full circle back to, and of course can't talk about belt collectors without Cardona as well, collecting all those titles. And like you said, Ray, I mean, it's a different story when they're collecting belts in different promotions. I think that's huge because you have owners of all these other promotions that are willing to put you over at the same time while you're already a champ somewhere else. Now, here's the question. How do we split up these unified titles? I want you guys to play Booker. Ray kind of already led to what he would do in some of the instances, but some of the questions I had is how long is too long for these guys to hold both championships? How many is too many if it's within the same company? If it's outside the company, I think hold as many as you want, like Ultimo. So, Ray, if you want to continue what you were saying earlier and kind of elaborate, how would you split up the tag and the Universal and World?
Well, first off, I just hate it. Like,
me too.
Whenever I don't have a problem if you're the Intercontinental Champion, you go for the world title and you win and you get that moment holding both. But then you should be immediately forced to relinquish the Intercontinental title.
True. I agree.
That only makes sense. I don't want to see the tag titles on a singles champion. That ties up the titles and then it makes your champion look weak because they have to drop the title at some point or something like that. Now, I get why they did this storyline, but it needs to be a means to an end. So either by now they should have combined them and had one WWE World Champion and that was it. No Universal WWE Heavyweight, blah, 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 and it can be defended on both brands. Same thing with the tag titles. If you're not going to do that, split the fucking titles up and give them back to each show. I don't want to see the Usos on both shows every single week for the last year. You know, I want to see storylines built. I want to see new stars built. And you can't build a division around a team that's only there every few months.
How do you book it? How do you get rid of how are we splitting the tag titles? Right now, you're the booker. What are you doing with these belts?
Done right now, like it should literally be. I mean, you have one authority right now, but everybody knows Triple H is the authority as well. So whether it's Adam or whether it's Triple H, someone needs to come out and be like, you know, have the Usos get cocky and celebrate about how they're going to be, you know, how many days or whatever and blah, 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 whenever they come back into the fold and have them come out and say flat out, like, we love that you guys have done it. It's a great accomplishment. However, you're going to defend the titles both nights. If you can truly keep them after WrestleMania, then we will unify the titles permanently. But you're going to have to defend the Raw titles. You're going to have to defend the SmackDown titles. And you're going to have to retain both. If you're truly the greatest tag team in the world, like you say, we'll unify the titles completely, brand new belts, everything, if you make it through WrestleMania.
Give me two tag teams that you put up against those two champions.
I mean, obviously you have Sammy and Kevin, and then if Randy Orton is ready to come back, I put Rated RKO. And I would have the Usos beat one of them, probably RKO. And keep one set of the belts because I wouldn't take it off them. It's a great stretch they have going. They should probably keep the SmackDown titles. Those are the ones they've had the longest. So you have the longest lineage of them saying they've had the titles for X amount of days. And I would have them lose the Raw titles to Zayn and Owens on night one. And then night two, they remain. So, you know, they end on a high note. And then also you split, like I said, the main event since we're not going to have a world title match night one. That's what I would do.
Okay. Doc, let me throw it a little bit more of a curveball. Mania's over. Cody Rhodes has both belts now. Kevin Owens and Sammy have the tag belts. Now, how are you booking going towards SummerSlam and stuff to split up? We're going to split up these belts. How would you book that? Who would you throw into the mix and how would you try to do it? You have any thoughts?
Yeah. I would definitely have the Street Profits go after Zayn and Owens for the Raw belts, right? Okay. So then you could keep Zayn and Owens on SmackDown, split them up that way. I think the Street Profits have earned another run whenever it's time for them, especially the work that Montez is putting in. However, of course, they're going to want to propel Montez eventually, which you could do if you cause them to lose the belt. So there's so many things.
Or never get the belt if Montez turns.
I could do that
during the
too.
feud.
But then again, if they get him, you got Dawkins take the pin, and then Montez is like, you do maybe the Owen Brett thing, like, why didn't you tag me? Like that kind of.
Montez can get some big pops.
And then from there, the heavyweight championship, a very, very hard road, but because which way do you want to go? Because Fox is going to want Cody on their channel. USA is going to want Cody on Raw. I mean, that's all there is to it because he is one of the most popular ones today up there. However, I say you give it to Seth. Seth is his biggest rival. If you look at Seth and Cody right now, Seth is basically to Cody what Ric Flair was to Dusty Rhodes.
But how do we get the belt? What I'm trying to get to is how do we get like Cody has both belts after Mania?
Money in the Bank.
Does he say, hey, this is the one I really wanted, so this one can go up for grabs? I mean, can he do the Dusty? I want the WWE, so would he just relinquish the other one?
No,
like, how do we get one of these belts off?
You
of
have
these guys?
somebody beat
He
him.
fights
To
twice.
show him.
Okay.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You unify the world heavyweight title.
Okay.
And have whoever has that appear both on Raw and SmackDown because it's the world heavyweight fucking title. And you split the tag back into one on Raw and one on SmackDown.
I like that. I don't mind that.
In all honesty, I
Better direction.
agree 100%. And I said this a long time ago. I always hated the fucking Universal title when
too.
they did that. And with the world title, you have a main singles title on each brand in the Intercontinental title and the US title. So we have a tag title on each brand. I think that the world champion should float. Should he appear on each show? Not every week.
No.
It's a special attraction, and they've proved that works with Brock and with Roman. So why not have that to where, he'll feud for 3 months on SmackDown, then he'll feud on Raw, and, maybe we get more title matches because somebody wins a contender match or a three-way match or something like that and gets a shot at the title that we see on regular TV, but it's not the feud that the champion's embroiled in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
But the tag titles, you need a tag title on both brands. It's the same reason why the women's tag title has been shit.
Yeah.
Because you can't have a tag title in a division be built around the fact that there's no title there to be fought for. There's no champion to challenge. There's no... the Usos went on a stretch of not being on Raw for, 6 weeks.
A long
and then
time,
they come
yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't work.
Speaking of women's title, do you think we get Ronda and Shayna going for a run in the tag division? I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm okay
We
with
can do
that.
anything with Ronda. That's what I wouldn't mind her doing. So that's my point. My point was, there has to be a way to get one of the belts off, whether they defend both afterwards. I think we're stuck with the way it is until Mania. Kind of like what Ray alluded to earlier. They're going to stick with the program.
Yeah.
I think we're still.
I'm telling you make the world title one and you split the tag.
I would love it. So that's the thing. That's the tear. You either have someone defend twice or you unify the damn thing. Hopefully they do one or the other.
Like I said, they missed the opportunity to split them. The opportunity to split them was last week.
Yeah.
The Elimination Chamber.
True.
Because you could have had either Paul say, the contract that I had Sami Zayn sign was only for the world WWE heavyweight title or only for the Universal title. They don't have another credible challenger for it. There's no storyline going into it, so it has to be Cody. And the only other way, if you're gonna split them, is Money in the Bank. Somebody wins Money in the Bank. Somebody cashes in Money in the Bank. But then you have the champion say, "Well, wait a minute, that wasn't for both belts. That was only for this title or that title." But the only problem with that is the person who is the champion at that time and pulls that stipulation, if you will, or that card needs to be a heel. That's not a babyface move for Cody Rhodes to whine about it and say that was only for the Universal title, blah, blah, blah. It would have to be a heel turn or that done on a heel champion, or otherwise it just doesn't make sense.
I know earlier we said FTR looks like they're going to maybe come back to AEW, but if they don't and they end up coming here, that's who I put right in the tag division and take one of his belts off of the Usos right away.
Well,
that's a dream match of theirs.
In all honesty, though, if you keep a set on the Usos and they're on SmackDown where they should be, and then you build the entire tag division on Raw around either FTR, or if FTR doesn't come back, you have the Good Brothers, who they work with anybody. They're a great fucking team.
Yep.
You have pieces to build a division around. We have, like Doc said, the Street Profits. We have the Alpha Academy.
they're starting to build more tag teams. We have the Hurt Business reunited. They're starting to build more tag teams. The Authors of Pain are rumored to be coming back. But how can you have a division on each brand if the champions are only on the brand once every 6 weeks?
So that's kind of the point. I think it's time, either as soon as Mania is over, towards the rest of this year, towards SummerSlam, it's time to do something. Either unify them or split them. They've had the belts long enough.
Blaze, your time is up. My time is now.
At the end of the day.
Did I do something in the pre-show chat? CJ said it, and it was like, so it shall be done.
Yeah, it's that time. He said it. So, CJ, go ahead. Finish your thought at the end of the day, my friend.
At the end of the day, this weekend, if you're in Pennsylvania, do yourself a favor and get to What, Doc? Shake your fucking head. I'm allowed to promote shows I'm on fucking too, asshat.
That was my end of the day, you fucker. Go ahead.
Get yourself to the best professional wrestling in Erie, Pennsylvania ever. Yeah. Revenge Pro Wrestling at the Avalon Hotel. Big League John McChesney, the Revenge Rumble. Shit's going to get wild, and I'm tired. And everybody, especially Doc. Well, no, not everybody. Just Doc. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Doc, finish his thought with your at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, go see fucking Revenge. I'm done.
Somebody butthurt.
DH, so glad you're feeling better. End of the day, brother.
At the end of the day, I just want Doc and CJ to kiss and make up.
No.
Maybe at the Avalon, you sneak into his room or he sneaks into your room.
It's not sneaking.
I drive home. I say fuck that.
I was reaching down for CJ. I can't reach over to you.
Wow.
So I'm going to make a real corny, dumb joke like I always do to end the show. At the end of the day, when the end of the day segment is your fifth item, it's eat the end of the day.
You're a fucking card. That was totally
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
So I want to apologize to anybody who was offended by that comment. However, Blaze brings it out of me because he's a fucking idiot.
I agree.
LTD Wrestling be live here shortly. Fuck all you bitches and kiss my dick.
And if I don't make Doc bleed, I'm gonna beat his ass in real life just for fun.
God damn it! Just fucking.